Do you want to know who can win the national championship game and make the playoffs as of today? That is exactly what the CFP index is for. And we did it all year last year, and it predicted that Michigan was the only team that could win the national championship, and they did. It also got all the playoff teams right. So if you guys don't know, here are the rules for the index. It is basically like KenPom, but for college football. For the national championship tier, you have to be top 15 in offensive points per game rank and top 30 in defensive points per game rank. And yes, out of the playoff teams last year, Michigan was the only one that fit that. Then for the playoff tier, we did have to change it a bit because we're moving to 12 teams now. What we found was the best top 50 offensive points per game and top 75 defensive points per game rank. Or you can have one of top 10 in either offense or defensive points per game rank, the other one being outside the metric. So let's go see where teams are. So here is your national championship tier, and I'll say this 1,000 times, but it is about who is out, not who is in. So if you look at this, what teams that are out of the metric that you think could win the national championship game? Like Oregon, Georgia, Texas, as history shows, they cannot win the national championship game. This does change throughout the season, so we can wait and see. Now here are all the playoff teams. If they were top 10 in one of the metrics, I threw them on here. Boise State and North Texas, the only two teams that had one of the metrics way outside the mark, were top 10 in the other metric. Here's what it all looks like again. If you're interested, I'm going to show you all the ranks of the teams so you can see. Pause the video if you want to see it for longer. Here are the national championship teams. Here are some of the playoff teams. Here are more of the playoff teams. Here are the playoff teams that were top 10 in one of the metrics. Let me know where your team is on the index.